students, good morning everyone. So students, here we come again. Let us begin with the third chapter of science, and this is of class 4th, and the name of the chapter is clothes we wear. Okay, today's topic is clothes we wear. So students, let us move forward towards this chapter and let us see what are the contents of this chapter. Okay, in this chapter we will study need for clothes. Why do we need clothes? Why do we wear clothes? Okay, why clothes is necessary for us, then fibers and fabrics, then how do we take care of our clothes. So these are the main topics of this chapter. Okay, so now let us begin with need for clothes. So students, now let us begin with need for clothes. Let me read out what it is written in the slide. The first point is, we need clothes to cover our body. Why clothes is necessary for us? Because we cover our body. We wear clothes to cover our body. Yes or no? And clothes protect us from heat, cold, rain, dust, wind, etc. These are some factors by which the clothes protect our body. Okay, we wear different clothes at different times of the day. Yes or no? We wear different types of clothes at different times of the day. When we come to school, we wear uniform. When we are at home, we wear comfortable clothes at home. When we go outside, we wear clothes that is meant to be wear outside. Yes or no? In the parties, when we go for parties and or some occasions, we wear good clothes outside. Then when we go to bed, we wear night suit. So at different times of the day, we wear different types of clothes. We need clothes to cover our body. That is the main necessity of clothes. That is the main necessity of the cloth. Then this cloth protect us from heat, cold, rain, wind, dust. These are some factors through which the clothes protect our body. Okay, see, we wear different clothes during different season, and we also wear different clothes during different season. Yes or no? Like there are different types of seasons: summer, winter, rainy season. In summer, we wear light colored clothes made from cotton or linen. What type of clothes do we wear in summer? We wear light colored clothes that is made from cotton and linen. Cotton and linen is a kind of a fabric through which the clothes are made, which are worn in summer season. We wear light colored clothes in summer season because it absorbs less heat. Okay, it absorbs less heat and it does not make us feel warm throughout the summer. That is why we wear light colored clothes. Okay, then we wear dark colored clothes made from wool in winter, and in winter season we wear clothes that is made from dark color, that is, it is made from wool, like sweaters, trousers, jackets, hand gloves, hats. These are some clothes that is worn in the winter season. Okay, then in rainy season we wear raincoats that is made from waterproof material such as plastic or rubber. What kind of clothes we wear in rainy season? We wear raincoats which is made from rubber or waterproof material. Okay, and these materials through which the clothes are made are known as fabrics. What are these known? These are known as fabrics, the different materials through which the clothes are made, that is worn in the different season of the year. And at different times of the day also we wear different kinds of clothes. All the clothes are made from the fibers, the fabrics. Okay, so why do we wear clothes? We wear clothes to cover our body, and it protects us from heat, cold, rain, dust, wind, storm, etc. And at different times of the day we wear different types of clothes. Yes or no? According to weather also we wear different types of clothes. In summer season we wear light colored clothes so that it absorbs less heat of the sun. Okay. Then in winter we wear dark colored clothes so that it traps the heat in our body and does not make us feel cold in the winter season. Then in the rainy season we wear raincoats and clothes which are made from waterproof materials or which are made from rubbers that protect us from the rain. Okay. So now let us move to the next content. So now students, see, why do we wear clothes? Cotton clothes protect us from the heat of the sun and help us to keep cool. As I already told you, why do we wear cotton clothes in summer? Clothes that are made from cotton and linen. Because these clothes are very light in weight and it absorbs less heat from the sun and it helps to keep our body cool. That is why in summer we wear cotton clothes or linen clothes or the light color clothes. Okay. Then raincoats protect us from rain and help us to keep dry. In rainy days we wear raincoats. Why? Because it keeps our body dry. It protects us from getting wet. It protects us from getting wet. Okay, so that is why in rainy season we wear raincoats. Then woolens protect us from cold and help us to keep warm. The woolen clothes, the dark color clothes, it absorbs the heat so that it keeps our body warm. That is why in winter season we wear woolen clothes or dark color clothes. Okay. Then wearing full sleeve clothes can protect us from insects such as mosquito bites. And during evening time, if we wear full sleeve clothes which are of full sleeves, if we wear, then these kind of clothes protect our body from the insects bite like mosquitoes, etc. Okay. So these are the reasons why do we wear clothes. Understood? So now students, here comes the next content, that is fibers and fabrics. Now students, what are fibers? See, fibers are thin thread-like materials which are used to make textile materials. These fibers are actually the thread, the thin thread through which the textile materials are made, like the clothes that we wear. Okay. The clothes that we wear are made from the fibers. Okay, and together the fibers together make fabrics. When the fibers are knitted together or they are woven together, then they form what? They form fabric. Okay, all the clothes are made from fibers and fibers are of different kinds. Natural fiber, man-made fiber or synthetic fiber. Understood? See, it is written, all clothes are made from fabrics that is made up of many thin threads which are called yarns. Okay, all the clothes are made from fabrics. And what are these fabrics? These are thin threads which are yarned together. That means which are knitted or woven together. And these are called as yarns. Y-A-R-N-S, yarns. Understood? Weaving or knitting yarns together forms a fabric. And how is this fabric formed? When we knit or weave the yarn together. Yarns are the threads. Okay? Thin threads which are knitted or woven together to make fabrics. And these clothes are made from different types of fabrics. Understood? Then each yarn is further made up of many long and very thin strands called fibers. And what are fibers? Fibers are yarns which are made from many long and thin strands of thread. These are called as fibers. Understood? Then fibers may be natural or man-made or synthetic. There are two types of fibers, that are natural, and the second one is, those are also called as man-made, or they can even be called as synthetic fibers. Understood? The clothes that we wear, all the clothes are made from fabrics. And how is this fabric made? These are made from fibers, and fibers are the thin threads which are called as yarns, and these yarns are knitted or woven together to form fabric. Understood? See students, now what are natural fibers? Fibers are of two types. I already told you. The first one is natural fiber and the second one is man-made fiber, or you can also say it as synthetic fibers. Okay. Now what are natural fibers? Natural fibers are obtained from either plants or animals. Natural fibers are fibers which are obtained from either plants or animals. For example, cotton and jute from cotton and jute plant. Okay, the cotton fiber, the jute fiber, they are obtained from which plant? They are obtained from cotton plant or jute plant. Okay, then linen from the stem of the flax plant. Linen is also a fiber which is obtained from the stem of the flax plant. Understood? Then wool from sheep, goat, camel, rabbits, yak, etc. The fleece, the hairs of the sheep, goat, camel, rabbit, yak, etc. Okay, wool is obtained from the fleece. Fleece means the hair of the sheep, the animals like sheep, goat, camels, rabbit, yak, etc. Wool are obtained from the fleece of these animals. Okay, then silk is obtained from the cocoon of the silkworm. This silk is obtained from the cocoon of the silkworm. Understood? So these are all natural fibers that are obtained either from plants or animals. Can you see the picture? The first picture is of cotton plant. The second one is flax plant. And the third one is jute fiber that is obtained from the plant jute. Understood? So see students, these are some natural fibers. From animals we get wool, silk from the silkworm, from the cocoon of the silkworm. Okay? Then cotton from the cotton plant, linen from the stem of the flax plant. Okay, so this is the picture of some natural fibers that is obtained from either plants or animals. Okay. So students, now let us study about silk. Okay. Silk, it is a fiber which is produced as a cocoon covering by the silkworm. Silk is a fiber, okay, which is produced by the covering of cocoon, which is made by silkworm. Understood? And valuable for its use in fine fabrics and textile, the silkworm in fact is not a worm but a caterpillar. This silkworm, it is very valuable. Why? Because of its use for fine fabrics in the textile industries. Okay, this silk is made from the cocoon of the silkworm. The silk is a fiber which is produced as a cocoon which is made by the silkworm. Okay, and it is a valuable fabric that is used as fine fabrics into the textile industries. Understood? The silkworm in fact is not a worm. It is not a worm, but it is a caterpillar. It is not a worm, but it is considered to be as a caterpillar because from this silkworm it also changes into butterfly. This caterpillar later changes into a butterfly. That is why it is not a worm, but it is considered to be as a caterpillar. Okay. Then all the cocoon coverings of fiber are made by a large number of insects. And these, the cocoon covering, can you see in the picture the whitish color, a little bit orangey color, these are the cocoons. Inside that the caterpillar, it dwells inside it. It lives inside this cocoon and it make the thread and it cover itself into the cocoon. The caterpillar, it start building up this thread and it covers itself inside the cocoon, and later on this cocoon is used to make the silk fiber, which is very valuable fabric which is used in the textile industries. And this silkworm is not a worm, but it is a caterpillar. Understood? Can you see the picture? You can see this is the silkworm which is weaving the cocoon, okay, and through this cocoon the silk thread are produced. Understood? And now students, let us study about the synthetic fibers. Okay, natural fibers are fibers that are obtained from either plants or animals. And now what is synthetic fiber? Fibers that are not found naturally and are made by man are called synthetic or man-made fiber. The fibers which are not found naturally, okay, these fibers are not found naturally, and the fibers which are made by man are called man-made or synthetic fibers. That means these synthetic fibers are made by man. Understood? They are not found naturally. That means they are not produced either by animals or by plants. Instead, they are made by men. Okay? For example, nylon, polyester. This is the example of synthetic fiber, nylon and polyester. Okay? Then most fabrics made from synthetic fibers are strong and can last long. And the fibers which are made by man, which are considered to be the synthetic fiber, these fibers are very strong and they are very long lasting. Understood? Synthetic fibers are very strong and they are very long lasting. Then synthetic fibers are stretchable, waterproof and wrinkle free. That means these fibers are stretchable, they can be stretched. Okay, these fibers can be stretched, and even if we stretch these fibers, it will not break. The threads of the fibers will not break down. Okay, then these are some synthetic fibers are waterproof as they are made from the rubber or plastic, and they are wrinkle free. That means they do not crumble when we keep this fabric for long period of time. That means they are wrinkle free. Understood? So what are synthetic fibers? The fibers which are not found naturally. That means it is not produced by plants or by animals, and it is made by man. Okay, these fibers are made by man. That is why it is called as man-made or synthetic fibers. For example, nylon or polyester are some examples of synthetic fibers. Okay, then these synthetic fibers are strong and can last long. These are long lasting fibers and they are very strong. The threads of these fibers are very strong and they are very stretchable also. These fibers are stretchable, that means they can be stretched. They are waterproof and they are wrinkle free. Okay, they do not wrinkle. If you keep the clothes made from synthetic fibers, they do not wrinkle easily and they do not also get spoiled easily. Understood? See students, these are some more examples of synthetic fibers like nylon, rayon, polyester, terylene, acrylic. Okay, these are some synthetic fibers. Can you see the picture? I will repeat the examples again, like nylon, rayon, polyester, terylene, acrylic. These are some synthetic fibers. Understood? And now students, why do we need to take care of our clothes? The clothes that we wear, we must also take care of our clothes. And why do we need to take care of our clothes, and how do we take care of our clothes? Let us see. Clothes should be washed well with a good soap or detergent to remove all the sweat, dirt and stain. When we wear clothes, the sweat of our body gets stick to our clothes. It gets dirty as we move from one place to another. Yes or no? Then if we eat food and if we eat something, the food might fall down in our clothes and it might get stained. Yes or no? So we should always wash our clothes after wearing. And we must also change our clothes every day. And how do we take care of our clothes? By washing them with a good detergent or soap every day. Okay? Then woolen and silk clothes need a lot of care. Yes or no? The silk and the woolen clothes need a lot of care because the fabrics of these clothes are very delicate. The fabrics are very delicate. Okay? Then they are easily attacked by small insects like moth and silverfish. This moth and silverfish is not a fish, okay? It is an insect that attacks the cloth made from silk or woolen cloth. Okay, so these clothes should be kept properly in a good place. We should store silk and woolen clothes with mothballs or dried neem leaves. And how can we prevent these insects from the clothes? By putting the mothballs or the dried neem leaves into our clothes. Okay, this will keep the insects away, and this will keep the insects away. Woolen clothes and trousers should be dry cleaned, as it will be spoiled by plain washing. The woolen coats, the trousers which are made from woolen or some delicate fibers, it should be always dry cleaned. Why? Because if we clean it, if we plain wash it with water or detergent, the fabrics will be damaged. The fabrics of the clothes may get damaged. So these are some points to care our clothes, to keep our clothes properly. Okay, this is how we can take care of our clothes. Understood? So students, what did we study today? Why do we need clothes and why do we wear clothes? Because clothes protect our body from heat, cold, rain and dust. And why do we wear clothes? To cover our body. Yes or no? And we wear different types of clothes at different times of days. Yes, at different times of a day. While coming to school, we wear uniform. When we are at home, we wear comfortable clothes. Yes or no? Then when we go outside, we wear clothes that is meant to be wear outside. Okay? And at night, we wear the night suit. Yes or no? And we also wear clothes according to the season. In summer days, in summer season, we wear clothes which are made from cotton or linen, which are lightweight or light colored clothes, so that it absorbs less heat and keep us cool, keep our body cool. And in winter days, we wear clothes which are made from dark colored clothes or which are made from wool. Yes or no? The woolen clothes we wear because these clothes trap the heat and keeps our body warm. And in rainy days, we wear clothes which are made from waterproof material or rubber, so that it keeps our body dry. It protects our body from getting wet from the rain. Okay. Then there are different types of fibers through which the clothes are made. There are two types of fibers. One is natural fiber and the other one is man-made fiber or synthetic fiber. Natural fibers are fibers which are obtained either from plants or animals. Okay? And these fibers which are obtained from plants and animals are called as natural fiber. For example, like cotton from cotton plant, jute from jute plant, wool from the fleece of sheep, goat, camel, yak, etc. Rabbit. These are some animals through which we get wool, and this wool is obtained from the fleece, that means from the hairs of animals like sheep, goat, yak, rabbit, etc. Okay, then some fabrics are also obtained from plants like linen. Linen is obtained from the flax plant, from the stem of the flax plant. Okay, then these are some fabrics that are obtained from different types of plants and animals. And what are fibers? These fibers are thin thread-like materials which are used to make clothes and are also used in textile industries. Okay, these fibers are thin threads which are used to make clothes. Understood? All the clothes that we wear are made from fabrics that is made up of many thin threads which are called yarns. These yarns are knitted or woven together. Now what is weaving and knitting? Weaving is a method in which cloth is made by the crisscross thread together, by crisscrossing the thread together. It is a method in which the threads are crisscrossed together. It is woven together in a crisscross manner. Okay, and what is knitting? It is a method by which a single yarn is twisted. A single yarn is twisted to make a fiber, okay, and it makes a series of loops. Knitting is the process in which the threads are made into loop, okay, and each yarn is further made up of many long and very thin strands called fibers. And these fibers, when they are woven or knitted together, they form fabrics. And the clothes that we wear, the different types of clothes that we wear are made from different type of fabrics. Understood? Then some natural fibers are the fibers which are obtained from either plants or animals. I already told you, like cotton from cotton plant, jute from jute plant, yes or no? Then wool from sheep, goat, camels, from the fleece of sheep, goat, camel. Then silk from the cocoon of the silkworm. Silk is also a kind of fiber that is obtained from the cocoon of the silkworm. Okay. Then this silk is a fiber that is produced from the cocoon of the silkworm. The silkworm, it makes the thread, and when it makes the thread, it covers itself inside the cocoon. That cocoon is made from the thread that is woven by the silkworm. And the silkworm, it is actually not a worm. It is actually a caterpillar which later evolved itself into a butterfly. Understood? And this silk is a very important fiber which is used by the textile industries to make silk clothes. Silk is a fiber which is made by the silkworms, from the cocoon of the silkworms, and it is a very important fiber which is used to make silk clothes. Understood? And what are synthetic fibers? Synthetic fibers are fibers which are not found naturally. These fibers are not found naturally and are made by man. Those are called as synthetic fiber. For example, nylon, polyester, rayon, terylene, acrylic. These are some examples of synthetic fibers. Understood? Then most fabrics, those are made from synthetic fibers, are strong and long lasting because the fibers of the synthetic fibers are very strong. Why? Because these are man-made. Okay, they are not delicate. The synthetic fibers are very strong and they are long-lasting. These synthetic fibers are stretchable, waterproof and wrinkle-free. These fibers are stretchable, waterproof and wrinkle-free. Okay, then how can we take care of the clothes? The clothes that we wear, we must also take care of the clothes. We can take care of the clothes by washing it with a good detergent or soap. Okay, so that it removes the sweat, the dirt, the stains from the clothes that we wear. Then woolen and silk clothes need lots of care because the fibers are very soft and very delicate. The threads are very delicate of the silk and the woolen clothes. That is why we must take care of these clothes. Why? Because these clothes are also easily attacked by the insects like moth and silverfish. Silverfish is not a fish, it is a kind of insect which attack the clothes and it ruins the fiber of the clothes. Okay, we should store silk and woolen clothes with mothballs or dried neem leaves to prevent the clothes from getting attacked by the silverfish or moth. We must keep the clothes with the mothballs or the naphthalene balls or dried neem leaves into our clothes. Okay, so that the insects do not attack our clothes. This will keep the insect away. And woolen clothes and silk clothes must be clean dry. It should be dry cleaned so that the threads, the fabrics do not get spoiled by plain washing the cloth. Understood? So this is all for this chapter. In the next class, I will give you the worksheet of this chapter and we will continue with the next chapter. Okay? Till then, take care of yourself. See you in the next class.